Iron Bull. I understand that among your people you are... What is the term?
Ben Hasra. Secret police. Spies, basically.
You spied upon your own people.
Is that so different from Orlais or Ferelden? They have all kinds of people policing them.
What they say and do, yes. Not what they think.
What you think is what you say and do.
No. Even the lowliest peasant may find freedom in the safety of her thoughts. You take even that. Surely even you see, Iron Bull, that freedom is preferable to mindless obedience to the Qun.
How so? Last I checked, our mages weren't burning down Parvalen.
You think Orlais and Ferelden would be better off under Qunari rule?
Not really my call. I think most people everywhere have a system that works for them. When that breaks, you fix it, like we're doing now.
Do not equivocate. Would we or would we not be better under the Qun?
It's not that simple, Solas.
It absolutely is.
All right, Solas, been thinking. You want to know how this place would be if the Qunari took charge? Orlais, Ferelden, all of it would be healthier under the Qun. But the war to make that happen, that would be ugly. A lot of good people would die. So I'm not hoping it happens. There. You happy?
Happy? No. Quite the opposite.
Oh, come on. I said I didn't want us to invade you.
No. You said this world would be brighter if all thinking creatures were stripped of individuality. You only lack the will to get more blood on your hands.
Tell me something, Solas. Do you think the servants here are happier than the people living under the Qun in Parvalen?
It doesn't matter if they are happy, it matters that they may choose.
Choose? Choose what? Whether to do their work or get tossed onto the street to starve?
Yes! If a Ferelden servant decides that his life's goal is to become a poet, he can follow that dream. It may be difficult, and he might fail, but the whole of society is not aligned to oppose him.
Sure, and good for him. How many servants actually go do that, though?
Almost none. What does that matter? Your Qun would crush the brilliant few for the mediocre many.
And then people feel like crap for failing, when the truth is the deck was stacked against them anyway.
If your Qun is so wonderful, so fair and perfect, how does it create so many Talvashoth?
Most Talvashoth are nothing more than savages. Killing's all they know. The Ben Hasrath are trying to lose fewer people to that sickness.
It isn't a sickness. You are losing them because they see a chance for freedom. And most of them are savage, as you say, because your culture taught them nothing else. They know nothing but the Qun, so even as they fight against it, they are guided by its principles.
Watch it, Elf. You haven't seen the Talvashoth like I have. Try watching a Talvashoth kill a Tamasran and her kids. Then we'll talk.
You fought the Talvashoth for a long time, Iron Bull, did you not?
Every day. I'd kill some of them, they'd kill some of my guys, and then I'd kill them some more.
No man can kill so many people without breaking inside. To survive, those you fight must become monsters.
The ones that kill innocent people, yeah. The rest, I don't know.
The mind does marvelous things to protect itself.
So, Solas, you go into the Fade on purpose when you dream? Just to hang out?
Yes. The Fade holds a trove of memories to explore. Spirits know secrets lost to this world.
Yeah, but they're spirits. You can't treat them like people.
Would many not say the same of Qunari?
No. Because Qunari don't go around trying to possess people and turn them into abominations.
Instead, you conquer them and turn them into servants of the Qun.
Oh, come on!
Iron Bull, how do your people put on shirts?
We don't, usually. It's pretty hot where we come from. But I can get into anything with a loose collar. Just gotta ease one horn through and then angle it up. There's a term for getting caught unprepared that translates to running around with clothing stuck on your horns.
Colorful.
Nice job in that last fight, Solas. You really kicked the crap out of that guy.
I suppose.
What? You don't think so? You ripped him a new one. It was great.
Unless the fight is personal, violence is a means to an end. It isn't appropriate to celebrate.
I don't know. Gotta wonder about anyone who fights as much as we do and doesn't have some fun with it.
We have fought living men, with loves and families. And all that they might have been is gone.
Yeah, but they were assholes. Something wrong?
A man in the last village. Something in his manner troubles me.
The baker with the squint and the red nose? Yeah, spy. Probably Venatori.
Why do you say that?
He watched all of us. A normal guy would focus on you because staff, or me because horns. He had a dagger up his sleeve, which no baker needs, and the knot on his apron was tied to Vinta style. I sent a message to Red. She'll investigate.
You are more observant than you appear.
The good spies usually are. You've got an odd style, Solas. Your spells are a bit different from the Circle Mages, or the Vince.
That comes from being self-taught. I discovered most magic on my own, or learned it from my journeys in the Fade.
I've seen self-taught warriors. Even the good ones have something awkward in their style. Something that clunks. I don't get that from you. Maybe magic is different.
Or, without magical training, you cannot notice the parts of my magic that clunk.
Hey, Solas, you ever do your Fade thing and pretend you can fly? Just flap your arms and zip around in there, maybe bang some hot Fade ladies?
No. Such behavior attracts the attention of demons.
Demons shit up everything. You're not as flashy as most mages, Solas. The Tevinter mages I fought in Saharan tried to scare us with what they could do. Dorian looks like he's waiting for applause after every spell. Even Viv has this confident swagger. Not the quiet elven mage, though. No frills, nothing to give you away. Half our targets never even see you coming.
I shall take that as a compliment.
If you like. So, you gonna let me have it, Solas? Or do I get to wait and wonder?
What do you mean?
We've got the alliance with my people. Given how much you love the Qun, I figured.
Am I to scold you? Berate you for your decisions?
Hey, the Chargers died as heroes for the good of the mission.
I never said otherwise. The truth is, Iron Bull, you are Kunari. I cannot be disappointed in your decisions. As a mindless, soulless drone, you could never make any. You are not Talvashoth, Iron Bull. Not really.
Well, that's a fucking relief.
You are a man who made a choice. Possibly the first of your life.
I've always liked fighting. What if I turned savage, like the other Talvashoth?
You have the Inquisition. You have the Inquisitor. And you have me.
Thanks, Solas.
How do you feel, Iron Bull? Do you need a distraction to focus your mind?
Well, this area's low on dancing girls. Sadly.
King's pawn to e4.
You're shitting me. We don't even have a board.
Too complicated for a savage Talvashoth?
A smug little asshole. Pawn to e5.
Pawn to f4. King's gambit.
Accepted. Pawn takes pawn. Give me a bit to get the pieces set in my head. Then we'll see what you've got.
So, where were we? Ah, yes. Mage to c4.
Little aggressive. Arashok to h4. Check.
Speaking of aggressive, I assume Arashok is your term for the queen. King to f1.
Pawn to b5.
All right. You have my curiosity. Mage takes pawn.
You call your Tamasrans mages? Ben Hasrath to f6.
You call your knights Ben Hasrith. Incidentally, knight to f3.
Ben Hasrath makes more sense than horses. They're sneaky, and they can move through enemy lines. Arashok to h6.
Pawn to d3.
Ben Hasrath to h5. Ha! All right, take some time. think about your life choices.
All right, Bull. If you are prepared, knight to h4.
Arashok to g5. So, you giving up the Tamasran at b5, or the Ben Hasrath at h4?
Neither. Knight to f5.
Pawn to c6. Left your Tamasran hanging out.
And you your knight. Or Ben Hasrath, if you will. Pawn to g4.
Ben Hasrath to f6.
Tower to g1.
Ha! Pawn takes your Tamasran, or mage, whatever it is.
I get the idea.
Too much time playing with spirits, Fadewalker.
We shall see. If you have a moment, Bull, pawn to h4.
Arashok to g6.
Pawn to h5. Careful.
You're the one who lost his mage. Arashok to g5.
Queen to f3.
Oh, clever. Almost trapped my Arashok. Ben Hasrath to g8.
Mage takes pawn, threatens queen.
Ah, Arashok to f6.
Knight to c3. You've developed nothing but your queen.
Don't get cocky. You're still one Tamasran down. Tamasran to c5, by the way.
I will need to consider. After careful consideration, knight to d5.
Arashok takes pawn at b2.
Mage to d6.
Arashok takes tower. Check. What are you doing, Solas?
King to e2.
All right. Tamasran takes tower. Your last tower, by the way.
Pawn to e5.
Really? I've got my whole army bearing down on your king, and you're moving a pawn? Are you even trying anymore?
Think about it, my friend.
All right, Solas. I've thought about it. Ready to finish this? Ben Hasrath to a6.
Knight takes pawn at g7. Check.
King to d8.
Queen to f6. Check.
And now my Ben Hasrath takes your queen. You've got no towers. You're down to a single mage. Too bad you wasted time moving that pawn to... You sneaky son of a bitch.
Mage to e7. Checkmate.
Ugh. Nice game, mage.
And you as well, Talvashoth.